Remember that Inec chairman hands over his position to someone else, to an acting chairman now, and that person was sworn in about last week. And really, that has actually ignited fresh crisis. And why would that really bring crisis? Remember that also the Senate says that until they resume, that is when they can sit and talk about his swearing in, because he was appointed by the president, was reappointed by the president, but the Senate are yet to approve his reappointment. Anyway, more details I'll bring to you, because now there's serious crisis after his handover. Now it says, before I get into that details, well, guys, please ensure you hit the subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to turn on your notification bell. Yes, it says right here that ahead of the 2023 general elections, there are fresh intrigues threatening to tear the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, apart and completely erodes its independence as a body that should serve the interests of all political parties. This followed the formal handover by its national chairman, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, last week, pending the Senate's confirmation for the renewal of his tenure as chairman of the commission. Also, there are strong indications that the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC) is going through a regime of crisis as a result of intense power play among key players within the party's leadership cadre, who have constituted themselves into strong power blocks within the contest of who holds which sphere of influence preparatory to the 2023 general elections. In this mix of power play is also a minister from the Northwest geopolitical zone, who is alleged angling to seek the governorship of a state in 2023. One of the signs of the power play emerged penultimate week following the announcement by President Muhammadu Buhari that the tenure of Professor Yakubu and some national commissioners have been renewed. This was done in total disregard to the constitution that says that the president, in the exercise of his power to make appointment to INEC, shall consult the Council of State made up of his ex-presidents and all 7 governors of all political parties. A credible source informed our correspondents that such announcements are usually made after the Council of State meeting through the instrumentality of a letter written to the Senate for reconfirmation of a renewal of tenure for such appointments. The President of the Senate, it was gathered, usually reads out the letter from the executive signed by President Buhari requesting Senate confirmation. Informed sources within Aso Villa, the APC leadership cadre, and the Senate disclosed that the announcement was made with a view to checkmating other moves by members of the other power blocs angling to take over control of INEC. In fact, the simmering contention in the APC over the timely organization of its national convention, where members of its National Executive Council (NEC) are expected to be voted into office, is not unconnected to the unfolding power game which INEC as its centerpiece. Whereas there were conflicting signals regarding what went into the renewal of the tenure of Professor Yakubu, and those for now smarted the threatening to open up cans of worms in the days coming, notwithstanding the perceptible dismal showing at the dip in the esteem of INEC as a result of election outcomes that continue to draw the indignation of members of the public, civil societies, and some foreign election observers. Apart from the recently conducted governorship election in Edo State, adjudged by many to be free and fair, there is palpable apprehension that the renewal of Professor Yakubu's appointment by the Senate may be stormy until the Edo State election. The incremental progress instituted by Professor Tahiru Jega, the immediate past national chairman of INEC, had suffered tremendous damage in the hands of the present EMB. While there are indications that the Senate may not resume its plenary sitting until January 2021 as a result of an ongoing work on next year's budget by various committees, The information floating around is that there's pressure being mounted by the power bloc in APC behind Professor Yakubu's reappointment on the leadership of the Senate to reconvene this week for the purpose of sealing the renewal of Professor Yakubu's reappointment. The push for the resumption for the Senate is reportedly being spearheaded by a very powerful member of its leadership whose hands is said to be fully in the plot for the retention of the chairmanship of Inec by the Professor Yakubu. Indeed, from the Senate's end, they are said to be two power blocks interested in not just the headship of Inec, but the fresh appointment of national commissioners and resident electoral commissioners who are either party members or sympathizers. This move will ensure that current experienced commissioners who have acted truly independent and had exhibited neutrality in the conduct of election that should be elevated are possibly removed. Two very powerful officers in the Senate are said to be in opposition camps, and both are of the APC. While one is of the retention of Professor Yakubu, the other said to be acting in concert, which some other forces within Aso Rock Presidential Villa is believed to be rooting for the appointment of one of the national commissioners who hails from his own geopolitical zone and an in-law to take over from the incumbent. At the executive branch is powerful minister from the Northwest who wants to be a governor. He had penciled down his own chairmanship candidate nominee and those who should be commissioners, but has been outsmarted for now by one of the blocs behind Professor Yakubu. From the camp of the APC leadership, the reappointment of Yakubu is seen as a potential repudiation of further push from the Southwest zone regarding what an insider described as a seeming entitlement of takeover in 2023 after President Muhammadu Buhari. This calculation thrusts into the battlefield as well as pours cold water on the aspiration of both Vice President Yemi Osinbajo and former Governor of Lagos State Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Yet a source within Inec made it clear that a potential series of prices that are likely to overwhelm Inec are going to rear their heads with the filling of slots that would soon be vacant in Northeast on account of tenures that have ended, as well as operational nuisance that may alter long-held procedure of endangering elections that should stand the test of time. So obviously the APC are still plotting to get the Professor Yakubu out, while some are for him, others are against him. Well, guys, that is it from here. What do you have to say? Drop it in the comment section, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.